Previously on Lords of the Nine.
An exorcism?
Well, as you can tell, I'm a highly acclaimed cleric.
I'm Blake. Jack. For the podcast viewers, we just did a real handshake.
Klaus was not himself for 3 days,
3 days, okay.
and on the third day he ran off, and I haven't seen him.
Can you tell me a little bit about Klaus's behavior?
Klaus, he would act as if he was another child, not my own child.
Whose child was he acting as?
How should I know? I will take you to the forest, and you can continue this search on your own pace.
Welcome to the Bread and Bone podcast. This is the 3rd episode of Lords of the Nine. My name's Brianna, and I play the huntress Fauralynn, a new character introduced in this episode, along with another, Douglas, who is played by Alex. Stay tuned to learn that there are many things stirring in the forest. Lost children, untrained exorcists, masters of the culinary arts. Keep it in good taste. This is Lords of the Nine.
No one likes to traverse these woods. It's a dangerous place. It's dangerous because of the wood elves. The wood elves that live in this place, they always travel in packs. They're dangerous creatures. They're always on a hunt. Some say that they're on a hunt for humans or for people that live in Blumenkranz who wander into the woods because these wood elves like to protect it. The thing is, though, the wood elves are undetectable. They go through the forest leaving no traces, just making no sound. When they shoot an arrow, you can mistake it for the wind blowing, and it's.
Oh, the wind really hurt me there.
Exactly, must have been the wind.
Yeah, seems like wind to me.
And yeah, they're dangerous. And the thing is, though, also they always travel in groups, and so if you think you know where one of them is, chances are there are 3 more just around you, waiting to strike. This is usually the case. However, there is a certain wood elf who's there alone, without a pack, but also on the hunt. So why don't you describe your character's doing?
She's kind of like crouched down in the foliage right now, like kind of like looking around, moving aside like small twigs and stuff, looking for tracks. She's looking for tracks of, it looks like to be wolves that she's following, like large dogs. Yeah.
All right, I would say you hear a rustling, kind of like a few paces away, and you can do a perception check.
Yeah. Nat 20.
Oh, okay, wow. Yeah. So this particular rustling actually reminds you exactly of the type of movements that your certain trophy would make. The certain thing that you're hunting right now is for sure just ahead.
I would follow it.
I would say try and be stealthy.
Yeah, I will do a stealth check, and I will follow those movements. Wow, 11.
All right. So, unfortunately, just you moving away, kind of, I would imagine it's kind of like you weren't expecting it to be so close, and your first step towards it, hit like a stray leaf and kind of like, crunched it, and then it just darts away somewhere else. But you can kind of tell the general path of where it went.
I would most likely chase after it. If it already heard me, just go.
All right, yeah. So just like running through. So you reach a spot where there's a bit of a clearing in the woods, and you can hear ahead of you. What's your passive perception?
18.
Okay, for sure you can hear that there's actually now 2 sets of rustling. So there's one kind of like in front of you and a bit to the right, and then there's one coming like from far to the left, kind of approaching. And you can't exactly tell which rustling belonged to that creature.
Can I do a nature check or like any sort of check? I'm just gonna see which one sounds larger.
Sure. Yeah, nature, I'd say.
Okay. Nat 20.
Okay, so you know for sure that the creature that you are following is the one ahead, but the one to your left, because apparently you know this very well, the one to your left is definitely a larger creature, and it seems to be heading your way.
I'm gonna go for the larger one then.
Okay. So, I'll go to you.
Oh, you want to know about Douglas now?
Larger one, I'll go to you.
So Douglas, yes, Douglas is a guy. And who is he?
All right, Douglas is.
Like spears.
He looks young. He kind of is young for his age. Regardless of how old he is, he hasn't matured at all. He looks like he's lived in the woods for a while. He's a little bit scraggly. He has a cape that's obviously been made out of some nice fur that he's found, and he's worn it for a very long time. It's obviously it means a lot to him. But all the rest of his clothes are kind of tattered and worn. They're all shades of green, brown, whatever you might expect in the forest. He has sort of blonde hair. If you look closely, you'd realize it's blonde, but it's mostly dirty. The most distinctive feature about him, if you were to notice past his long hair, he has sort of long hair. It's not super long, but it's longer than it would be if you lived in the town, for sure. It covers up his ears. If you're ever to see his ears, you notice that he has scars all across the top of his ears. Yeah, he has some amount of grace to him, and he's distinctively clean-shaven for being in the woods as long as he has. He's on the younger side, though. Looks younger.
And what Douglas knows for sure is that there's a certain bear in this woods that's kind of like a sacred bear to you, right? It's been one that you've kind of been following, not in a hunting way, but following in like a kind of a more endearing way for a while, like making sure it was kind of never getting in harm's way.
Yeah, I mean, dude, Douglas really likes bears. I mean, you've seen his appearance so far. Douglas really likes bears, so he has this obsession with this bear. You'd kind of just follow bears around in general.
So you know right now that the bear is being hunted.
Oh, okay. Well, I've been watching the bear for sure. I mean, Douglas likes to kind of hide in the shadows a little bit. He makes his own way. He lives in the woods as well. You couldn't already tell by that. But he does kind of like to hang around the bears if he can, like within respectable distances as he feels. So, but he notices the bear's being hunted.
Yeah.
Can I do perception checks to figure out where it's being hunted from? What's hunting it?
Yes.
Okay. 22.
All right. So that's to kind of, is that a perception check?
Yeah, perception check.
So okay. So you know for sure that there are a lot of wood elves around this area,
Oh, no.
and they don't usually go for bears, but they usually go for smaller creatures. But clearly this wood elf's more ambitious, and so they're on the hunt for this unsuspecting bear, which is kind of just.
I know it's a group of wood elves.
You're not sure.
Oh, okay.
They usually travel in groups, so you can assume that.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm assuming I'm
How is
on.
he distinguishing this? Does he see it, or
Um,
is he hearing it?
Smell.
I will say smell. Yes, Douglas has a very acute sense of smell, almost
Okay.
like a certain woodland animal.
It's been naturally trained for many years. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, assuming Douglas is on the ground, he knows approximately where the bear is at this point in time, right?
Yeah. Oh, he knows. He can see the bear.
Oh, I can see the bear. Cool. Like he's kind of watching it then.
Yeah.
He just likes this bear. Usually he gives it a fair bit of space. But he's going to grab a bunch of rocks and hide
Okay.
in the bush.
All right. So how do you approach this large creature?
Hopefully stealthily.
All right. Yeah. Do a stealth check.
like I'm trying to be quiet now that I know I'm close to it.
Approach it in a pencil roll.
20, non-net.
Okay. Do a perception check.
Perception?
Yeah.
Oh, crap. 9.
Okay. So yeah, you're looking very closely, kind of watching where you think this this pack of wood elves could be coming from, and you're just still watching. You don't see anything yet, and you've snuck right by him, and so you can see that there is, in fact, a very large brown bear, and it's kind of like just kind of wandering around. Actually, it has no idea that you're there.
I'm very disappointed. I see the bear and I just kind of like drop my stance almost. Because this isn't what I was...
Obviously not a bear.
Not a bear.
Yeah.
Not a bear. So I kind of just like retreat back, and she starts going back towards where she heard the other noise.
And as you walk back and kind of drop your,
Yeah, I completely
your stealth,
drop.
you walk like literally right beside Douglas.
Douglas, I assume, knows that wood elves travel in packs.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he first carefully notes. Like he's curious. He watches you the whole time. He doesn't move. He's
Yeah.
like super still.
You see this wood elf who is kind of. She looks very young. Like, you see this younger girl who is kind of. She has like copper toned skin and really dark black hair. And she has like a pretty slender yet tall frame.
Okay.
She just like she looks very disappointed.
Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Can I roll for history to see if I've ever seen this before? This creature before? Do I recognize them?
Disappointed.
Yeah, sure.
person.
It can be.
I recognize this disappointed person. Have
Yeah,
I
yeah.
seen them in a pack of elves before?
You do a history check on that.
Natural 20!
Yes, you've actually observed this particular wood elf quite a bit, and they've always been alone.
Always alone. Okay. Yeah.
Always disappointed.
No, yeah, no, they always seem to be chasing after the same creature, which never turns out to be the creature that they were chasing.
Would I know about this creature in the woods that they're looking for?
No.
Douglas is gonna watch where she goes. Like he's kind of interested in her, but he also wants to make sure that they're safe. He's again not gonna move, but he's gonna watch where you're going. And he's likely gonna follow you because he's been around the bear all day. He's been pretty happy with it. He knows where he knows it's safe now.
Behaving.
Bear's been cool today. I think Bear TV has been good. Has it been bearable so far?
Barely.
Barely? No. Okay. I'll try and bear down on more bear puns.
Bear in mind, though, he does love bears.
Yeah, exactly. For a second. He feels pretty safe. He knows where the bear's gonna go at the end of the day to take a nap or wherever. So he's gonna actually. He won't trail super close behind, but he might track you.
Mm-hmm.
He might track.
All right.
Unless he's hungry, then he's gonna go get food. But he'll track the elf.
So okay, where do you go?
I'm gonna go back to the clearing area where I kind of had that crossroads of two different creatures that I was tracking.
All right. Are you going to try and be stealthy while following?
Yes. 9.
All right. So
Perception 18.
yeah, exactly. Almost instantly, like you can hear someone walking behind you.
I turn around.
Douglas is like on all fours and just freezes. He's like surprised that you notice.
Why is he on all fours?
He like crouches a lot. He likes crouching in bushes a lot.
Yeah,
and he just
no,
hangs
like
around.
he's doing like the bear walk thing, right?
He's like low to the ground. He's just frozen. He just stays there.
Yeah.
He doesn't say anything.
She's taken aback. That's for sure. She looks shocked and confused at seeing a person in the forest in the first place. Obviously not an elf. And she just looks at you and she's like, "What are you doing?"
Douglas responds with the exact same question. What are you doing?
I'm looking for something. Why are you down like that?
I'm just hanging out. Douglas goes from like all fours just to sitting cross-legged. I don't know. I gotta get food at some point. It's getting dark. I get a little hungry.
Stop it, sub.
Douglas' voice going here. Dang it. I don't know. I get a little hungry.
Are you often in the forest?
I'm always in the forest. Just
I
like
haven't
you.
seen you around.
Exactly.
Have you? Oh, then maybe you know this. Have you seen a very big wolf? Like a huge wolf? Like way bigger than a regular wolf?
Like a bear?
No, not like a bear.
Those are called bears.
No. Maybe it is bear-sized, but it's not a bear.
It's bear-sized.
Possibly, but it's a wolf.
So a bear-sized wolf.
Yes. Have you seen it?
Douglas thinks about it for a long time. No. I have not seen a bear-sized wolf or a wolf-sized bear. Actually, no. I have not seen a wolf-sized bear.
That's
Bears
too
usually
bad.
bear-sized.
You seem to care a lot about bears.
Douglas just smiles. And you're funny. You seem to like wolves.
I don't like wolves. I'm just looking for one currently.
Why are you looking for a wolf if you don't like the wolf?
Well, it's not really a wolf. It's some sort of demon that's taken the form of a wolf.
Douglas tries to remember what a demon is. Can I roll a perception check?
Roll a religion check.
Really? Okay. I'm not good at
bread.
this. Oh, dang. 14. I think.
Yeah, you generally know that demons are usually, they usually manifest themselves in children.
And they're,
Oh my
they're,
goodness.
they're creatures that come from the Nine Hells.
Okay.
That's all you know about them.
Douglas thinks about it for a couple of seconds. What are you having for dinner?
I was just planning on foraging around and finding something.
You're not going to eat the wolf when you're hunting the wolf?
I'm hunting the wolf, but I'm not going to eat it.
Okay. Well, what are you
I'm
doing?
just looking for it.
Well, what are you doing for dinner? I'm kind of hungry.
Probably foraging around, finding something.
Okay, can I come too?
Yes. I guess if you need help.
I don't need help. I just want to come with you. Are you looking for berries?
I could find berries.
Berries sound good. Let's do berries. Berries for dinner.
All right.
Douglas just stands up at this point. Berries for dinner. Yep. We're doing berries for dinner. Berries for dinner. He starts to trudge past. Trudge past you. He doesn't look behind you to see if you're following. He just starts walking.
All right, I follow behind him.
Do I know where berries are?
Yes, you would.
Okay, that's good.
Don't know what berries are.
No, I know where.
So-
Where they are. Where are the berries? Like, are there any good berries in good location?
Yep. You know, like you know where the trail is. I guess that would lead to a good
Okay.
good patch where there
we'll
would be
go
a
on the
couple
trail.
berry bushes.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So you come across the bushes, and you can hear around you. Especially you can hear this. 18 passive perception.
16 passive perception.
4.
Dang it.
There are some voices.
Douglas crouches again. Back to all fours.
Are they discussing bread by any chance?
You could maybe do a perception check.
Yeah, I will do a perception check to see if I can see what they're discussing. 22.
Natural 20.
Natural
Natural
20.
20. All right. Just say what you're saying.
Do you ever stop talking about bread?
It's important to me.
Bread.
Yeah.
It's just that's that big of a role in your life that it's your primary focus in literally everything.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wow, that's some dedication to bread. What's wrong? What's with the bread in this tea?
Why?
It's just
Why? Let's change that. Why are you doing this?
this walking to transport myself.
Wise guy.
I'll have you know I'm quite wise.
But of course. Why are you partaking in this quest?
Well, need a little bit of coin. Place to stay would be good, and this person's offering a place to stay and food, and I'm a fan of food and places to stay. Seems like a win-win-win. Triple win.
Are the berries nearby?
I'd imagine you're picking berries right now while listening to them.
Yeah, Douglas sits down again, cross-legged, and is just picking berries. He's just totally ignoring this conversation. He's barely paying attention.
I'm listening in. I'm like, these are
So,
not helps.
well, what? You wouldn't happen. I'm not sure. Do you have any skills in finding
Bread?
possessed kids?
Skills in finding possessed kids? That's a no. Never done this before in my life. What about you?
I get around a bit.
At finding possessed... How often... I don't even want to know. You just don't even tell me about your deal with possessing kids and stuff. Like
I'm gonna try to stealth up to them to see if I can grab a look at who's talking.
Sure.
Better roll low.
Nat 20.
Okay, so you can probably go as close as you want to them, and they will not. Maybe they'll see you, but describe how close you go.
Close enough to see where they are on the path, and just to glance at them and kind of gauge who they are and what they look like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You see the halfling wearing the lemon costume, and you see the baker
Styling.
wearing. I don't know if you would look like a baker right now.
No, you just look
like a guy with
red
a
or crimson hooded figure.
Yeah.
The least like a baker.
How are you? Are you sitting down right now? Or are you walking around?
I think we're searching for a possessed kid.
Right. Okay. And you have no clues or leads.
So, is there any animals around?
I guess you could try and look around. Do a nature check.
Yeah. Or small children, actually. Either's fine. Nature check is going to be an 11.
No, you haven't really seen any other than birds. You haven't really seen any creatures, animals.
There's birds?
Yeah.
Are there any, within sight?
Right now,
Yeah.
there's one chirping, kind of up in a tree near you.
I take out some bread. Because I seem to have acquired a lot of bread. Because this town, all they have is bread.
By the way, have you tried Blake's bread?
No.
Okay.
I take out the lemon loaf actually, and I start crumbling it up and throwing some on the ground and stuff.
Blake, for a moment, he kind of looks defeated, or sad, but he doesn't say anything.
I just go.
The second disappointed
Did your
man.
Yes.
Did your character say, "Are there any animals around?" Like, did you verbally say that?
No.
Okay.
I just looked around and I saw a bird. I'm like, aha! And I take out the bread and I scatter it on the ground and we back up a little bit.
Gotcha.
And I want to see if any
I'm
birds.
watching from the
take the
distance,
bait.
watching this person litter in the forest.
Yeah.
Blake follows suit.
Do any birds take the bait?
Yeah, I'd say one of them comes down. Just like.
All right. As soon as it lands, say, hey, birdie. Have you seen any small children around here?
And you speak with animals?
Yeah.
Hey, you're a nice little guy. Oh, well, you asking if I've seen a little kid around here?
That's exactly what I'm asking.
No, I've only seen a weird guy who walks around on all fours.
A weird guy.
Yeah.
Do you know where he is?
Yeah, he's like right around here.
Okay.
That's
I
it.
keep throwing some bread down, and it's like, so, what else do you see around here?
And for the record, I don't usually walk around on all fours. I just like crouch.
It just, it saw you once on all fours and it just assumed.
That's fair.
He has a personality and a family. I've also seen a great deal of deforestation around here. I hate it. And,
It's gotta be rough. I thought people mostly stay away from the forest, from what I heard.
Oh, well, Nah, there have been some soldiers coming in, chopping stuff down. But yeah, I don't know why people would stay out of this forest. It's pretty nice. I mean, I'm here all day.
I mean, it seems like a nice place to me. I don't know. I'm not from around here, but I was told, by one person who I talked to, because I don't talk to a lot of people, that the forest is scary.
Oh, yeah.
The
elderly, they can be pretty superstitious.
doing?
Here, I throw some bread to you too. It's like lemon crumbs.
Are you possessed?
Not yet.
I'm also watching him talk to a bird. And I'm like, what?
And I'm like, hey, well, listen, tell you what. You see any little boys around here? You come get me, and I got some more bread for you. And then I sliced the loaf and was like, if you bring this back to friends, family, I don't know. Do you mind? It's like, how big's the bird? Like,
Oh, it's like pretty tiny. Like it's like a robin.
oh, okay. Crumble up, and it's like, you know what? I'm gonna leave this bread here for you. You come back with friends, family. You have a feast.
Hold on. You don't know my taste in bread.
I got one kind of bread. It's food.
Yeah, but I'm pretty picky. I
I
don't
like
I
lemon loaf.
Okay, lemon loaf is pretty good. He just starts eating some of them. Just snaps down, and then kind of goes up. And does anything happen to this bird?
Nope. I don't think anything would happen. It's
It
not
enjoys the meal.
It enjoy. Oh yeah. I mean, actually, I don't know the effects on animals though. Are they different than humanoids?
I would
There
say
are drugs involved.
roll a d20.
Sure. 8.
Okay, so this bird, he's just like, has a bit of a weird flavor to it. It's
I don't
almost,
know. He made it.
I don't know. Whoever made it did a pretty good job. And he starts like, he's just like, hey you, yeah, pretty good job. And you just hear a bird.
It just looks at you, starts chirping. Like I point to you, turns over.
It just starts chirping you. Yeah, I'm not the talkative type, this one. Well, anyway, see you around. And he just flies away.
See ya.
I go back to Douglas, and you're picking berries, right?
Yes.
I just tap you on the shoulder.
But Douglas kind of like jumps a little bit because he's forgot that you left and he thought you were just there. And so he just looks at
It
you.
doesn't have object permanence yet.
There's a small man wearing some sort of yellow costume, and he was just talking to a bird.
Okay.
Have you seen that before? You've been in this forest for so long.
Yes.
Yes.
So have you?
Well, true, but I haven't seen it, but maybe you have. There's also a larger person.
Talking to a lemon, talking to birds.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Some sort. It was like a lemon. You know
Gotcha.
what? The costume was lemon-like.
Gotcha.
There was also another man. He was wearing some sort of red cloak.
Okay.
I don't know what they were doing. They were just throwing bread on the ground for, I guess, a bird.
Seems fine.
I think we should go talk to them. Maybe they... Well, I'll go talk to them. You can stay here and have berries.
Okay. Oh, I like berries. Douglas kind of like rolls over and like, okay. He's expecting you to go. Like he wants to watch at this point. He's kind of done.
He just rolled over. He's on his side eating berries.
I don't know about on his
Takes
side,
his foot,
but
scratches behind his ear.
And he wants to see you go do this now. Like he's like, okay, go. You can't like motion stealing.
Okay, I'll go talk to them. It'll be fine.
Okay.
She goes.
As she gets closer, she overhears like, yeah. So I explained what the bird told him. Like, yeah, there's apparently no little boy around here, according to the bird. Hasn't seen any. He just sees weird people walk around on all fours. Can you believe someone walking out in the woods on all fours?
I've seen a man who walks on all fours.
Ah!
Literally out of nowhere, right there.
Right there.
Blake whips out his bread knife. Zah!
Half of lemon loaf at you as hard as I can. That was no shot.
All right, roll an attack roll.
With lemon bread.
You hear Lily giggling in the background.
Oh no. I'm gonna say, so that's a 15. Is that throwing
yeah.
weapons or dexterity though? So it's gonna be a 19.
Yeah, okay, a 19
No,
to
I
hit.
lied. That's gonna be a 20.
Armor class?
16.
He just gets clobbered by half a loaf of lemon bread.
So it does no damage, but it just like breaks apart, like just blasts apart when it hits her face.
What kind of bread was this?
The lemon bread.
Do you eat any?
What?
Does any go in her mouth?
I don't know. Were you talking at the time?
Yes.
I think we should roll for this.
Straight for face.
I get ahead.
Okay. Do a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
Close your mouth.
Nat 20. What the fuck?
Wait, that's
So-
like the 6th one this
Yeah.
session.
So you can decide. Do you just like perfectly time it so you just catch it in your mouth, or do you like purposely like I don't know knock it away or something like that?
I knock it away.
All right. So you're just like talking, waving your hands, and just like some lemon loaf flies at your face, and you just like.
I don't think I'm the type of person that just eats food when it's thrown at me.
Hark.
So sorry for
Sorry about your
surprising
bread.
you. There's not usually people in this forest, or
Well, there's
No,
not usually
no.
pointy-eared people talking to me.
sorry. Wearing
Turns
some
out I'm
sort.
very racist. Against all
You
non-halflings.
mentioned that you were looking for a boy.
Yeah, little one.
Little one. I haven't seen a little boy.
Probably
around
taller
here.
than me, but like probably shorter than you.
Yes.
Have you seen one?
Looks like he's about 14 or 15. Like he looks young. Like, I
My
don't know if that's a young boy.
height about
Well, I don't use
About.
that tall. Like, 8-year-old kids. So what are you, an elf? So probably like 200-year-old elf. I don't know how old you elves live. Just forever, basically.
We live a little.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
I don't really care.
I
have you seen
haven't seen a. Well, I've seen a boy, but like
What about a strange man who walks on 4 legs?
I have seen that.
You
He's
have,
eating
so that,
in a
that guy's
bit.
real. The bird
He's
wasn't
eating
crazy.
a whole bunch of berries in that bush over there.
You talk to
The bird told. I told you this. The bird told me about this guy.
You can talk to birds.
You can't.
No.
Gotta get out more. Travel, see the world.
I think Douglas
Talk to
hears
birds.
the word berries and like starts to hide because he knows that people are coming for his berries.
So, this person who walks on all 4s. Do you think by any chance they're a... How old is this person who walks on all 4s? So how old do you think this boy is?
He's pretty young.
Pretty young. Like,
could he
The look is like, can we meet him?
be a possessed child?
Well, walking on all 4s sure sounds like it.
Bring us to this possessed individual.
Throw a bread knife into a bush
he
and I'm gonna
doesn't-
die. That'll be the end of the campaign.
He doesn't seem that possessed, but I'll bring you to him. You can
You're not
see.
the exorcist expert.
I know a little bit about curses, but I don't
Do
think
you?
that.
That's more than us.
Speak.
You may be the exorcist expert here.
Speak for yourself.
That's true. I don't know what Bread Boy's doing.
All right, he's just over here, and I lead them back to where.
Okay, roll for stealth. 22.
All right, yeah. So you go back to where you remember the berry bushes were, and you just don't see anyone.
All right, I don't see anyone.
No.
So, this boy that you were talking about.
He was just here.
You just left a
somewhere.
little boy alone in the woods?
He
What
was
kind of monster
eating
are you?
berries. He was fine. He was literally like
can't
10
just
feet
abandon a
away from
child.
me. What about you? You're looking for a boy. Did you abandon him in the
Well,
woods?
no, his mother did.
Terrible.
I mean, yeah.
Indeed.
I pulled in some bread. It's like,
So
little
sincere.
boy, I have some of your mother's bread. Do you like bread? And I just yell it out and turn around random directions.
Boy.
All right, a
At this
bird
point-
flies down and lands in your hands.
Does he?
Yeah, it's the same.
Same bird?
It's the same bird. Yo, all right, I'm back. I I did some scouting. And I actually found something pretty cool.
You found something?
Yeah, but first off, we're talking too much here without getting our names first. I'm gonna need we got to be on a first name basis here, man.
The name's Jack. And
All right.
I go to make like a hand gesture and like
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's like, wow, yeah, nice. Yeah, I don't have hands, man.
Yeah,
rude.
I got that.
Rude. But name's Neil.
Neil, nice to meet you, Neil.
So
Sign.
okay, so I found not a child. I actually found a woman.
A woman?
Yeah, a woman.
Does she look kind of delirious?
No,
No?
she's quite with it.
That's weird. Most of the women I've seen in this town have been quite delirious, but I've seen like 2, so that's not saying much.
Yeah, you got to get out more.
Yeah, probably. Honestly, I do.
All right, so yeah, follow me.
All right, guys, I'm gonna follow the bird. Neil's here. He's gonna show me this woman that he met in the woods.
Oh, sure.
Sure.
Yep.
I didn't learn the one that walks on all fours. I don't know his name, so I can't call out to him, but he was just here.
You're listening to all this, right?
Oh yeah. There's an easy way to get Douglas out of the bush.
Hey, I offered bread, but he didn't take it.
No. If they walk away, I'm gonna like follow them
All right.
because I'm kind of bored.
Super
I had supper. I'm good.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're walking just like, I mean, the bird isn't like taking you down a path. Like, Neil does not care about your guys' comfort, but he's pretty excited to show you what he found, because it's pretty cool. So, it's like about, I don't know, 10 minutes walk. Like, Neil has to keep flying back and wait for you guys. You know, flying is so much more convenient. And you eventually reach, like, oh, and by this time you can't talk to him anymore, because, like, the spell runs out. And so he's still chirping at you, and he's getting visibly annoyed. Anyway, but he's just like, you know, and like
as fast as I can.
and like motioning towards a very large tree. There's a very large tree kind of in the woods. And what's weird is that both of you, who would have been around the woods a long time and kind of you know the roots, you don't feel like you've seen this tree before.
What are the roots of the tree?
Like it just kind of appeared.
I would do a nature check.
Sure.
Just instantly. Nat 20.
Okay. So this tree is for sure has some kind of magical presence to it. It just kind of appeared out of nowhere. And it seems like it was cast. But it's a real tree. It's just that it seems like it was grown very fast and very recently. Because you would have known about this tree. In fact, you remember the area that this used to look like, and there used to be like a little creek that went this way. And so whoever put this tree here had to like move the creek. So took some pretty powerful magic.
At this point, Douglas has been following pretty closely. Assuming you'll stop or slow down, right?
Yeah.
So at this point, Douglas is just like right next to you and goes, "That's new."
I threw another piece of bread at him. This one's like a frisbee. It's a slice of frisbee bread at you.
Do I get hit?
Yeah, do an attack roll.
That's really high.
The only
That's
attack rolls
24.
today have been throwing bread at
That hits.
Do you eat it?
I have like an AC
Okay.
of 12.
Yeah, but
So
like,
do a dexterity check.
4.
All right. So it's like you know when you're tossing up like a candy and you like want to catch it in your mouth. It's like you do that, but it just hits you in the face, like, in the eyes, and you have your mouth open, ready to catch it, but it hits you like in the eyes.
Nice.
Kind of just looks like one. Ah.
is this your greeting?
You guys gotta start jumping out. Like, you can just say hi from a distance. You don't have to be like right over my shoulder and be like, hello! Like,
I mean,
personal
we're just
space.
helping, but he's right. That tree wasn't there before. That some sort of magic.
Douglas says, "You don't pay very much attention." And, like walks forward a little bit.
Well, I'm sorry for not... Wait, hold on. I think your mother's looking for you.
Nope.
Are you sure?
I like whip around and is there a rock on the ground?
Yeah.
I grab it and I'm like, boop, boop.
Are
I just yell, "She's not!"
you in there?
Douglas hurls the stone he has in his
Those
hand in your
claws.
face.
Yeah.
Are you a wizard for wearing those robes? You seem like you know about curses.
He's an exorcist.
What's an exorcist?
You don't know what an exorcist is?
I'm a type of baker.
You're a baker. You make bread?
Indeed.
Is that why your greeting's like that?
That's why I have so much bread. It's because I've been hanging around this guy.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Would you
quite
like
generous.
Well, actually, he didn't give me any bread.
Yes.
He's
Yes,
like
I would.
old guy
I'd
and this
love
old
some.
woman. There's a lot of old people in this town.
Yeah, so Blake will hand over some of the day's fresh bread.
Okay.
One of his last few pieces.
Is this a summer bun?
Douglas sees this being ignored and just like walks to the magical tree.
All right.
Yeah, after the bread thing, I think Blake will join.
Yeah.
As
and
you
then
get like,
I'll
sorry.
walk up to. Yeah.
As you get like within 30 feet of the tree, you start to smell a very nice aroma. And it smells
Does
like
it smell like bread?
soup.
Like soup.
Oh my goodness.
Like really
Perfect
tasty
for
soup.
bread.
There is a woman smelling like soup. I think it's the same woman. By my deductive skills.
You met another woman that smells like soup?
The person who lost their child.
They smelled like soup?
Well, they gave us soup.
Oh.
Does Douglas recognize the smell of soup?
Yeah, he would.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, I think so.
You're not an
I'm gonna
animal.
do a
Yeah.
Arcana check.
Sure,
May I as well?
sure.
I see nothing suspicious
6.
about soup.
All right. Yeah, no, no magical properties whatsoever with the soup.
21.
Yep, no magical properties whatsoever with this soup.
Can I roll for how good the soup smells?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I was
How
not
good
the
does it
soup, but
smell?
the tree.
Oh, the tree. Oh, yeah, for sure it's
no,
magical.
I was
Okay.
The tree just popped up out of nowhere and it was grown very quickly by a very powerful being.
So how good does the soup smell with a 14?
Oh, like it's tasty. Like it's
Oh.
like it has a unique aroma. It's like you probably haven't tasted this kind of soup before, but it smells good. Like whatever herbs are inside it are definitely inviting you.
I walk towards the smell because that's a good smelling soup.
Blake's gonna pry a piece of the tree off. Maybe like cut a couple branches off and put them in his bag.
All right. As you touch the tree, make a wisdom saving throw.
Rip bread boy.
yeah, I'm gonna get possessed. The hell?
Did you say you're up, bread boy?
15.
Okay, yeah, you're able to take off some of the bark.
Okay. I put it in my bag.
I look where he removed the bark then.
Sure.
Just-
As you kind of like walk up to the tree, like so you are kind of walking straight ahead, took off some bark. I guess you walk around, and you see on the other side there is a woman sitting on a stool stirring the soup.
Is it the same woman?
No,
Is it the other same woman? Is
like
the other
it's
woman?
it's a huge tree. It's like 20 feet in
Oh.
diameter,
Is this like the third?
and they're around
Oh,
the
that's a
corner.
big tree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're around the corner. Yeah, it's a huge tree.
Wait, but this isn't the boy's mother or bread boy's mother.
No,
Okay.
no, it's not.
Hello.
Yoo-hoo!
How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Wonderful. What you making?
Soup, of course. Can't you smell it?
I can smell it. It smells wonderful.
Ah, it is wonderful.
So are you a soup kind of person? Make a lot of soup?
Yes,
Does
I.
soup look like a cauldron by any chance?
Kind of. It's like a giant soup pot. It's not like a spooky cauldron. It's just like a giant soup pot.
Okay. Just checking.
Mhm.
Does she have like green face and like a wart in her nose and a pointy hat?
No.
Okay.
She
I trust her then.
yeah. She's very bodacious. She has like curly brown hair and bright green eyes, and she's sitting kind of like with one leg up, and she's stirring the soup in a very sensual manner.
Okay, but like Jack just wants the soup, so he's gonna keep on talking.
She's like, "Welcome, welcome."
So I lean back against the tree and it's like, so you make a lot of soup?
All the time.
What do you put in your soup?
Herbs and spices and whatever I can find, really. Out in the woods.
Find any small children? I joke.
That's awful.
Well, I'm actually here looking for one. Not in your soup, but.
Hopefully not.
Jeez.
Gee, yeah. How could you say such an awful thing? What is your name?
Name's Jack. I go to shake her hand.
Yeah, she like puts down the thing, kind of like. Jillian.
Nice to meet you.
I am Jillian, the soupstress.
The soupstress.
I walk around the tree. This is weird enough. I need to see it.
So Jill, you just haven't seen any small children walking around?
Well, I could tell you. For a price.
Did you just say that you're a souptress
I'm a soupstress, yes.
in the forest?
In the forest.
Is this your tree?
Yes, it's
Did
my.
you make it?
Yes, I made it.
What happened to the creek? What the heck?
Oh, I had to remove it.
At this point, Douglas perks up. Like, he sticks his head around the tree. He's like, you removed it.
Yes, it was in my way. And this is a perfect place for a tree otherwise. All the herbs around here, well, I mean, I've mostly picked them all, but they were very good.
Douglas kind of like steps out from behind the tree at this point. He's been previously uninterested, totally uninterested in this conversation, and now he's clearly engaged at this point. He wants to know what's up with this lady.
Blake is going to remain behind the tree but listen.
Well,
Is there anyone that you're making this soup for? It seems like a lot of soup.
oh yes, a few people. I have some friends that like to come by. I have some birds sometimes. There's a particular one who likes to come by.
Niels?
I believe it's Neil.
It's the same bird! Whoa! What a small forest!
Well, I mean, do you think it was an accident that Neil happened to pass by you?
I don't know.
Perhaps he was sent by someone.
Did you send Neil?
Yes, obviously.
Why'd you send Neil?
Because I want you to try my soup.
I'm down. It smells great.
I need a taste tester.
I'm in.
All right, here's a tasty spoonful for you.
All right, hold on.
I pull out some bread and dip it in, and it's like, is it hot?
Oh yeah, it's super hot.
Oh, I gotta blow on it then. And I taste some.
Yeah, it tastes weird. Good, but weird. It's like, It's like a flavor.
What is in here?
Magical ingredients.
What kind of magical ingredients?
Douglas starts looking for the missing herbs around the area.
There aren't any. There are a lot of herbs growing around.
So like none have been picked.
A few have been picked.
Okay.
Yes, it's some good old mushrooms, basil, celery.
Wait,
I
basil?
think that's the
Like basil or
yeah,
basil?
Basil.
Basil.
Basil. She's making this all up. And
You know, I really do like basil.
tortellini.
Basil's a wonderful ingredient.
I have a
You can tell she's really hoping tortellini's a plant.
Are all of you guys around the tree?
Like right next to the tree.
Okay.
Well, actually, I'm looking at them.
Blake.
I'm just like beside him.
Okay, Blake, kind of away from everybody. He's gonna reach into his cloak or his robe or his clobe, and he's gonna remove a small beating heart, and he's gonna cast detect poison and disease.
You can do that, and you can also gain a point of inspiration.
For the duration, you can sense the presence and location of poisons, poisonous creatures, and diseases within 30 feet of you. You can also identify the kind of poison, poisonous creature, or disease in each case. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch common metal, and a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
So you're detecting if there's any poisonous content in them. Nope. It seems to be made with entirely wholesome ingredients.
Okay. Blake is going to continue concentrating on that and put the heart back into his...
By wholesome, I mean like non-poisonous ingredients.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So he can roll up that, but he's going to keep it concentrating and keep it up. But he's going to put the heart back into his robe and then step around the tree and join everyone else.
Okay. Yoo-hoo! Come to join us as well. That's a very sexy cape you have on. What might your name be, child?
At this point, Douglas takes the opportunity to just yell, "Douglas!"
Not you, but thanks for joining as well.
Who's Douglas, I ask? Well, I don't know your name.
I'm a baker as well.
Oh, a man after my own heart. Well,
More than you know.
care to try some of my magnificent soup? I've been stirring it for like 5 minutes now.
Maybe if you would like some of my bread,
we have a deal.
we could sample some of each other's wares.
Sure thing. Come closer. She kind of like leans close to you.
Blake leans in as well.
Her green eyes are like very piercing as she kind of like leans forward with a large ladle and just like.
Blake's bloodshot eyes are very wild.
So she puts the ladle up to your lips. Do you take a sip?
He takes the ladle and he puts the bread up to her mouth.
On the count of 3. And then like 3, 2, 1. And then she takes a very, very like long bite.
Blake is going to, I'm just going to check something here. Behind his back, he moves his fingers in a certain manner. And when he puts the soup into his mouth, he casts shape water.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
This is on yourself.
This is on himself
Oh.
because he doesn't want to actually eat the soup, but he's putting it in his mouth and he's going to make it look like he's swallowing, but he's like collecting the amount he's drinking like on the roof of his mouth and like really thinly.
I'm glad you like it.
How is my bread?
She like slowly savors it and like moves her tongue around the bread and just like, well, it's definitely crafted by a master.
Indeed.
Does she have to make a saving throw?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
No.
Because she's humanoid, so it'd probably be like everything else, I think.
Okay. So nothing happens.
No.
I've never met a superstress in my life.
Super
Is this,
stressed.
There aren't very many of us,
didn't know that this usually happens. Do you usually stay in forests, though?
No, not usually. Depends. I like this particular forest.
When you go to a city, do you throw up a tree?
No, not usually. It'd usually be a house.
Ah.
You
And
can just throw up these things.
Can you put the river back?
No.
Why not?
Well, maybe, but that takes a lot of work. It takes a lot more work to put it back than to remove it.
Then why'd you take it out?
Because I have soupstress things to do here. Speaking of which, would you like to try some?
Sure.
All right, yes. Okay, come.
And as Douglas steps forward, Blake's going to turn around and walk away, but as he does, he's going to, again, like with his hand kind of in his cloak, he's going to
Subtly
do
spin
another like subtle movement with his hand, and he's going to have like the soup kind of like flow out and travel like down his cloak, and eventually will make his way into the dirt.
All right.
Like a small like snake.
So yeah, she goes to you and just like, here you are. Here's some of my soup. Soup. Sorry. Forgive me. Try it.
Douglas like almost forgets about the soup. Like, how long have you been in this forest?
Oh, a few days now.
Well, how long's a few days?
4. I don't know. Just take the soup.
Douglas rolls perception at this point because he wants to talk about the forest and he wants
Perception? I think you mean insight.
Yeah, insight.
Yeah.
He wants to know why like this lady's in the forest, but 15.
All right. Nailed it. Okay. You can tell that she is mimicking human voice.
Do I have any rocks? In my bag?
You can pick one up off the ground.
Sure, I'll pick one up and just.
Or you still have it from earlier too.
Yeah, I would still have a rock in my hand. I'm just gonna.
What are you
shove
doing?
A rock at her.
No. In the time when you're leaning to get a rock, she's like, what are you doing with
I
that?
try to do this in like one swift motion.
All right.
Bang! And I also cast magic stone, whatever, my cantrip. That
Oh.
Another natural 20 would be good. No. Okay. Oh, I have to figure out how I hit. That's a 14 plus something though.
Oh.
That's 18.
All right. Yeah. Where do you hit her?
I get a forehead if I can.
All right.
so
Sure.
it'd be +6 because you got your proficiency.
Proficiency. Okay, it's a 20 then, not natural.
Sure.
Right in the forehead.
Right in the forehead. All right.
Yeah.
So right where you hit her in the face, her skin goes away, right in that spot, and it looks really gross.
It's a magical stone. I do like 1d6 plus.
Yeah. Roll damage in a sec. I just want to say that like her forehead now looks like it looks like you hit a spot and it like an illusion that was keeping her face up.
Yeah.
Like went away on that spot. Anyway, yeah. Roll damage.
Oh god, you killed her!
9 damage then.
Okay. Yeah. So you do 9 damage to her.
Why did you do such things to the nice soup lady?
Oh, how awful! I'm just offering you soup in a completely non-intimidating way. Just take it.
Farrah's just like kind of like she's backing off.
Yeah, I just hit her in the head. Like I hit her in the forehead with the rock, right?
Yeah.
And she's not bleeding.
No, she's not. Like she seems barely phased by it.
Oh, what?
More just like irritated that you're not drinking her soup.
He starts to slowly back up. He's like, you're not human, are you?
Not everyone's a human, okay?
I'm
Yeah.
going towards the soup pot.
Okay.
Oh wait, do you look as if you're going to have more soup?
Yeah.
Is that a problem?
Did you had soup before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Question:
Well, I mean,
How
Yeah.
big is the pot?
Large. Like it's like
Would it fit within a 5 by 5 foot cube?
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
5 by 5 is pretty big, actually.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
huge.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you're not going to have my soup, run along, because I don't want you around anymore. You're very mean-spirited people.
If you're not human, then what are you?
You're not human.
I know, I'm an
Ooh,
elf. It's
shots
pretty
fired.
obvious, but what are you?
An elf.
You don't look like an elf.
She does not have pointy ears.
I was just gonna ask, is her ears pointy?
Actually, yeah, dude Douglas makes note of that and says, your ears aren't pointy.
Oh, they aren't? Oh, shit.
All right, she casts Phantasmal Killer on you.
That is an insane spell.
All right, so
It's gonna go spec into Constitution. Holy crap!
so she she taps into the nightmares of Douglas and creates an illusory manifestation of your deepest fears. So what is your deepest fear?
Does everyone else see it, or does it
Just you.
Well, it's just me. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's top secret information.
Oh, okay, sure, but just imagine what it is.
Yeah,
for your character.
gotcha.
And then make a Wisdom saving throw.
Come on, buddy.
It's a bear that's sad.
You're a druid though, and you have a high whiz, so it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, exactly. So I have like 16 right now. Just add my wisdom modifier.
Yeah.
And then do you have proficiency? in
Proficiency. Okay, right. I keep on forgetting about
The
that.
plus
Oh my
2,
goodness.
so that's 18.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're good. So you see these visions flash in front of your eyes, and it feels like it's about to like take hold of your entire like mind, and you're able to kind of like push it away, and you see in front of you, all of you, that there's this like grotesque, like small little hag that's sitting on the stool right now, and looks like super horribly like wrinkled, super ugly, like classic long hook nose, like massive bushy eyebrows.
You were right.
Like literally, you're right away, and she's just like sitting there, just like.
Is it my fears?
Yeah.
Okay.
You saw your fears for a second, but you pushed them away.
Yeah.
So is this still like?
Dodged a huge bullet there.
Is this still
Yeah.
turn-based right now?
Yeah, roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh.
I'll wait